Truth is, I'm scared cause when I see you coming, all I wanna do is tell you that I love you. I know.
Hey, Pookie. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be doing the reading today. I hope you're ready. I'm pulling out the Akashic Records Oracle deck just to see what it is that they want to say. My name is Shira, and I'll be doing your reading today. If this is your first time here, please make sure that you leave a like, subscribe if you feel led to. This is mostly messages about Cosmic Soul, Cosmic Souls. You don't have to resonate with being divine masculine or divine feminine because I'm talking to all timelines here. So whether you resonate with it or you don't. If you don't, then you ain't got to be here. Okay. I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying that to be honest. You don't. Free will, baby. Okay. And I'm all for it. All right. Father God, I ask that you cover me while I do this reading. Mother God, I ask that you come in and help me to deliver this message and help me see what it is that I need to see. Archangel Michael, I ask you to come in and place a seal of protection around us at this time. Ancestors, I ask you to come in and help me to deliver this message. Make it plain, make it simple, make it great. All right. We are made in his, her image. We're going to see what that means. I know what it means, but we're going to see what they want y'all to know. Okay. All right. Most important message for the collective spirit. Most important message for the collective. Most important message for the collective. You could be having issues with people contending, people, contending your religious or your belief system. What it is that you think about a higher power. And one of the things that comes up a lot is that it's nobody else's business. It ain't. Whatever it is that you choose to believe about your existence is your business, right? And the other people that choose to stay in these boxes, they're not living up to their fullest potential. They are not experiencing their life's the greatest aspects of their life because they are entirely too fearful of going outside of the box that we were all placed in. Religion was something that was created before we existed, right? You could have always been someone that didn't necessarily believe what it is that you heard about the different things that you were supposed to believe about religion, but then they tell you not to believe in magic. They tell you not to believe that. They tell you not to question your existence, what's going on around you, what you are expected to do, all of these different, really interesting things, right? And but yet they expect for you to believe these different things that you're taught because they're taught by someone that is supposedly led by God, because they are taught in a organized religion, because they are taught in a place that is supposed to be for worship, right? And you may have been approached by an individual that kind of it's giving Jehovah's Witness, but not knowing that they were going to like try to speak to you about this in this predicament or in this situation or in this place. because it was uncalled for and unprofessional, and it was something that was not supposed to happen in that moment, right? You are receiving these different types of energies coming into your field because they're trying to get you to question who you are at your core. And the person that you are is not, you're not like other people, right? There are certain things about you where you just do not follow behind certain things. And it's not because you're trying to stand out, it's because you literally cannot resonate with it, because you can't wrap your head around these belief systems from these people or that these people have. You could have really been a devout, fill in the blank, and now you have changed your mind about what you believe because you've seen or you realize that there are some things that are going on in these different spaces that you don't resonate with, that does not feel like what you should be putting your faith in, putting your trust in, and allowing other people or these leaders to lead you. Okay, take take the energy as it resonates. If you're here, then you know what I'm talking about. If you don't get it, then you can keep going. Okay, it ain't gonna do nothing but get deeper and deeper from here. Okay, it's a soul conversation. We're not talking about your surface level bullshit. Okay, take a chance. It's time to step outside of your comfort zone. The world is waiting for you to take a chance. When you do, you'll be rewarded with newfound confidence and enthusiasm and will begin to attract new results. So, this thing that came into your life trying to make you question your path, right? Question the way that you think about the energies around you, the way you think about a higher power and things of that nature. This thing has been sent into your life to stop you from moving forward in the way that you have been, because you could have unlocked a very powerful alchemist thing that is working in your favor. And it takes for you to take a leap, take a chance to just try it out to see where it takes you. And there, those different things that were sent into your life were sent in to make you question if taking this leap is something that will be frowned upon because of some sort of previous programming that you were given growing up or given throughout your life, that you believed in throughout your life, right? Okay. Take a chance and believe what it is that you want to believe, because at the end of the day, you're the only one that has to actually deal with the consequences of that. And those people that are telling you to follow their pathway because it's supposed to be a better pathway, those people are not going to be standing there when judgment comes for you. Okay, if that's something that you believe in. All right. Some people still believe that there's a judgment that's going to come, and some people understand that energy is energy, and what goes around comes back around. Okay. Karma exists in right now today, because at the end of the day, we don't know if we actually end up getting punished for the things that we do after life, or if we just go into another vessel. Okay, or if there's something else that our soul is doing in the process. Take the energy as it resonates. Take it as it resonates. We have detached. Ooh, this is a good one for this message. You're being asked to detach from something that you've been holding on to. When we hold on too tightly to the desired outcome, it restricts the flow. Trust that the outcome will work out and let go of your attachment to it. So, this speaks of two different things. You could be holding on to a belief system, obviously, in your guides are telling you to release that. And the belief system does not necessarily have to be about something that's happening in your physical life, but something that you may be questioning about where you are today. Um, how do I explain the spirit? Because it was right there. There is, I'm picking up an energy of detaching from, detach from the life that you are currently living, detach from the beliefs that you are currently allowing yourself to attach to, because that's what you are seeing in your world today. I've been picking up a lot of, I want this to change, but all I can see is what I'm doing today. And as long as the only thing that you can see is what you're doing today, what you're being told to do, the box that you're being kept in, those walls that are blocking your vision, that's above this little leveling up that you have to do, and then you can see what's actually out there for you, the expanded aspects of life, the expanded aspects 1111, okay, of things that's there. And you have to allow yourself to believe that there's more, that the top of that box has an opening, and then there's more outside of that. Okay, so you have to detach from what it is that you're seeing every day and allow yourself to start thinking, this is where I am now, but I know that the things that I'm doing right now today is leading me to where I'm supposed to be. Is leading me to get to the place that I see myself as. Is leading me to an expanded version of myself. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? I'm just seeing someone go. It could be a complete career shift in being devoted to this career shift and allowing yourself to see yourself or visualize yourself in this new space and enjoying it. There's always going to be some ups and downs. There's always ebbs and flows, right? And your ebb may not be as bad as your last ebb was. Like, ebb is the hard tribulation, the trial, the difficulties of life, the hard part of where you learn the lesson, where you're being taught the lesson. And the flow is when you have learned the lesson and you've detached from it and you're letting yourself live in the moments, in the space that you're supposed to be living in, right? And everything, before you elevate, there's always going to be some sort of blockage. There's always going to be some sort of difficulty in your life, and that's okay. It's definitely okay, because it's where you learn. It's where you gain the strength that you need, right? There could also be someone needing to detach from a relationship, I am picking up, that is no longer serving them. And this person, you could have already been done with the connection with the person that you're connected to, but you could still have your body in this space. And that means that you are still energetically in alignment, or energetically um, crossing paths with an energy that does not feel well to you, does not align with you anymore. And in order for you to get out of the ebb state and go into the flow state, you have to detach yourself from all of it. And it doesn't have to be messy. It doesn't have to be anger filled. It doesn't have to be trifling. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be the scary things that you think it is. If you leave the situation like an adult, then it can result in adult consequences, adult res- results. Like, is that what you want? You want things to result positively so that you're able to move on in your life and live without feeling as if someone is trying to destroy your life. Maybe this person feels the same way and they just haven't had the fucking balls to say it themselves, or the tits to say it themselves, right? Say something, speak up. If you haven't been talking to this person or this individual that you are connected to, that you want to detach from, and they're showing me someone, when you argue with an individual, When you're trying to take a stance, when you're trying to fix it, it shows that you care still. You still want to be a part of it. Now there's silence. That's what they're showing me. They're showing me silence. They're showing me people that aren't even wasting their time with arguing. They're showing me people that aren't even wasting their time with trying to be with the other. They are showing me people that are spending time outside of their relationship with other people because they don't feel like there's nothing that they can actually do in the relationship that they're in. Right? Let me get this card. Mm. Follow your passion. Let me just show you. Mm. If there's something that excites and motivates you, it's a message from your Akashic records that it can lead to your abundance. Don't silence it. Ooh. And that card was on the floor, darling. On the floor. Did not see. Okay. Spirit is letting you know, don't suppress what it is that you feel like you want to do in your life because you only live once. This is only your life to live. Whatever, it doesn't matter who gets upset with the choices that you make to find your happiness because that's your choice. And it doesn't, you may think that the things that you are trying to follow are things that could possibly start a little chit chat amongst friends and family, or could possibly rain on some sort of parade or some sort of happy day that you have with an individual that you want to move towards, or with a life or in a lifestyle or in a life that you want to move towards. Okay. And your guys want you to know that it may rain a little bit, but you know what rain also does? One, it washes things away. Two, it feeds things to help it grow. So you may have to go through a little bit of difficulties. You may have to go through and deal with some damn rain. But at the end of the day, it is going to help you grow. And it's going to make, you're going to have so many beautiful blossoms from this that you're going to wish that you had done it sooner. And I know that it looks unattractive to be single according to society, according to worldly people. But at the end of the day, we're meant, we're not meant to have these deep codependent relationships, and we're not meant to depend on each other for our own happiness. We're supposed to be figuring it out on our own. And the people that come into our lives are supposed to be a cherry on top. They're supposed to be, they're supposed to flow in that energy. When they stop flowing and they start feeling like rocks and brick walls, that's when it's necessary to step back and reevaluate whether or not this is where you want to be with this individual or with these people. Okay. And if this is where you want to be in your life and how you want the energy in your life to flow, because that's important. That clearly that's important, because as long as your energy is tight, as long as your energy feels like you're in a straitjacket when you're dealing with certain people, as long as you're not able to flow and be yourself and feel and speak and do what you want to do, if you're not able to do that type of stuff, it's going to make it, your the rest of your life is going to continue to be difficult, right? It's going to continue to feel like you're in a straitjacket, or like you're in a freaking like you're facing a wall, right? It doesn't change because time goes on. Time does nothing but move. Time does nothing but what it does, what it was invented to do, right? It's your energy that you need to pay attention to. You can't allow a person into your life and them to fuck up your energy. You shouldn't be waking up pissed off that you got to do this. You shouldn't be waking up feeling like you don't want to face the world that you exist in because there's someone in it that's playing with your playing with your energy, fucking with your energy, fucking with your happiness. All because they don't want to be alone. All because they can't figure out how to be still with themselves. All because they want to have a certain thing come into their life for them. It's not your responsibility to make sure other people are okay. It's theirs. Even if you are in a marriage. And a lot of the times it's women that are dealing with marriages where they're needing to take care of their partner, where they are needing to um, find ways to make sure that their partner is happy where they are. And I feel like what's happening here is that you're being asked to release. If you feel like this is, you know that you've grown, that you've outgrown this situation, or that, yeah. And it doesn't mean that you guys have been together for a long time and you just don't resonate. Well, that could technically be it, but it's energetically, this is something where you have evolved and the other person is still in the same space that you used to be in, and it's just a part of your old life, I'm hearing. Okay. Your religious beliefs could also be a part of your old life. You are recognizing you still believe in a higher power, but you also do not believe in the teachings that have come along because your guys have shown you different. You have seen different. You are understanding the world in a different way. And there's a lot of people that was a part of your old life or the life that you're trying to detach from that is that believes these things, and they may believe that there's something bad or negative about you because you believe it. Some people may think that you're being influenced negatively, but yet they don't necessarily know what's actually happening and how it's helping you to become a better person for the highest good, not just of you for you, but for the collective, for the world. Because if there's more people that are choosing to go and follow their own passion, follow their own path, and detach from things that cause them some sort of pain, the more people that allow themselves to open up to a freer, more bigger or expansive or expanded energy, they the more that a lot of different things are going to shift that were based off of fear in the past. People chose to go down a certain route. And the more people that choose to ignore the fear and follow their heart, even if it's something as small as choosing to leave a relationship that they are not happy in, right? Leave a home that they're no longer feeling comfortable in, leaving a family that does not support them, saying no to following down those paths of forcing yourself to deal with and show up for people that don't give a damn or just don't resonate with you anymore. The more people that can tell their story, even on the smallest scale, can do a lot, a very big amount of things. You can change a lot of things in order to, you're helping raise the vibration of the earth. And if you really sit and look at what's going on, I try not to because it disturbs me, and I know what I'm supposed to do, and I'm following my inspired actions. I don't need to pay attention to what's going on social media or in the news or anything because I can feel it. And I'm paying attention to what spirit wants me to do as the light worker that I am and that I choose to show up as in my day-to-day life. And all it takes is for one person to choose the right thing to do instead of choosing the selfish thing to do or the thing to make them look better in the eyes of people that, in the eyes of strangers, complete strangers, because nobody really knows you, right? But they said follow your path. I don't know why I pulled these love cards out because now, anyway, let's go, Spirit. What's another message that the collective needs to know, Spirit? What does the collective need to know? This is clarifying love situations. So we have frozen heart. Empathy and warmth melts barriers for true connection. So you could be finding an individual around you that is coming into your space that has a sense of empathy and a warm heart that is going to melt away the barriers that you have surrounding your heart or surrounding your mindset about connecting with other individuals. I have been picking up I've been picking up that there's someone that is questioning their own sexuality or their sexual preference. They may not necessarily want to have a sexual relationship with the same sex, but they find themselves connecting with the same sex a little bit better because they think that they understand them more. And let's say that you're a female and you're finding yourself able to freely talk with and freely connect with, easily connect with women, but you don't necessarily feel like you are interested in women like that. But you know that you cannot connect with men like that the way that you connect with women because it seems like it's a different dynamic, right? I'm hearing it, I'm feeling it, I'm seeing it. This is something that your guys are trying to, they're going to be sending in someone of the opposite sex for you so that you can see that you can connect with someone of the opposite sex that has that doesn't have barriers, that doesn't have a frozen heart, that understands empathy. They understand women and they're not gay, right? They understand emotions and they are completely heterosexual. They are someone that is in tune with their own emotions and respectful of yours. Let's start there. Mm. You thought they didn't exist, or you let people outside of you tell you that men that are like this are not straight. The men and the type of people that witness those type of people that are kind, that are loving, that are nurturing, that are caring, that are good father figures, that are good mentors. They assume that they are homosexual. There's nothing wrong with it. But the way that these people that you may have been listening to, their minds are so far up their ass. It's so far away from reality. It's so tainted, it's so bruised, it's so abused, it's so hurt that they do not see that we're human and we all have the same capabilities of understanding one another and understanding one another emotionally. Okay. Um, Listen to what you are seeing from this individual, not from people that are not that individual. I don't care if they're connected to them either. Trust what you see with your person or that person. The person is coming into your space. Okay. You're being gifted something very sweet. Okay. And then we have hidden thorns. Look beyond the romance to discern true intentions. That's very important for you guys, is to make sure that you are looking beyond the sexual aspect of it, the worldly or the physical aspect of this whole thing, and pay attention to what this person really intends to do with your presence. What do they want from you? What do they want from the connection in general? If you are dealing with someone that's new, are you capable of being able to hang out with them without and do things, have conversations with them without it having to be something sexual, right? Like, can you connect with them on a deeper level without it even coming? It's giving friendship. Are you able to have a friendship with this person that you are trying to align with, right? Or that is aligning with you, or the people that are coming in and out of your life, okay? What else do we have, Spirit? We're clarifying love situations. Clouded vision. What I tell you? Recognize and discuss red flags or areas of concern. Okay. So if there's anything that's coming up in your life that you are seeing that you don't necessarily feel like you completely understand, talk. Ask that question. Just bring it up. Don't just assume what you want to assume. Don't let other people outside of you tell. Let me explain. So there's this one guy that I was hanging out with for a little while, and I started to like him, and I thought that he liked me, but because he was a very good looking person, he took care of himself, like he was on his shit. I had a conversation with a friend that told me that he was arrogant, that he was not necessarily, like, he's a player, he's not necessarily a good person, right? Because of the fact that he was this way. We were never in a relationship, but we were kicking it, and neither one of us claimed that we were together, right? So if he decided that he wanted to do something with somebody else, be with somebody else, and I wanted to be with somebody else, that was cool because we never came together and said that we're together. But this outside source, this friend of mine, told me all these different things that started making me think, well, maybe I shouldn't be wasting my time with this individual because maybe he is this way. I didn't necessarily see it, but I'm always thinking, well, this is my friend. They're not going to tell me this, that, and the other, and just to be saying I didn't think that this person was dealing with her own scars, right? I didn't think that this person was feeling as if that she was jealous. I didn't think, because when you're single and you can do what you want and you don't have to answer to nobody and you're still happy, right? And you're getting digged down real nice by somebody that's cute as hell, that's fine as hell, got his own shit together. You can go visit him and he ain't gotta come visit you. You ain't gotta be up in the stinking ass mama's house. And he can come over to see you. You can go over to his house where his mama do not stay. Okay? Where you're literally living the real single life and learning people, earning or gaining friendships with people, you know, gaining trust with people, doing these little certain things. Some people, they just can't see how you could have aligned with something like that, or how you could be dealing with somebody that has integrity, how you can be dealing with somebody that actually wants you and they're not a piece of shit, um, or someone that answers prayers that you've prayed. Um, all I'm saying is be careful with who you listen to, because you may not even know what they are already thinking about you, let alone the situation that you're in with another individual. Okay? Motherfuckers could be completely miserable in their life because they chose to be with some stupid motherfucker, or somebody that just does not have their back, or somebody that is just not what they thought they were. And they could see you waiting. They could see you being patient. They could see you doing the things that you need to do in order to align with what it is that you want. And they could be jealous of that, and they can think of anything. They know that there are certain things that you don't like, especially if they're a friend. They'll plant those seeds real quick just to get you to steer away from it. And they are minions. They are people that allow themselves to sit in darkness, that allow themselves to think dark shit, and that allow themselves to speak illness, darkness over your life, over your situation. Keep your shit quiet. Do what you need to do within your relationship. Don't tell nobody what you're going through or who you're dealing with. Don't pop out with nobody until you know that you're with that person, and It ain't a conversation for your jealous ass friends. It ain't a conversation for your fucking coworkers. It ain't a conversation for your family members that could never ever celebrate you. Let's start there. Motherfuckers see people liking you, see people really enjoying your company. It could be because of codependency, not wanting to lose you as a friend. And it could also be something that where they're just jealous and they don't want to see you doing better than them. But I'm gonna move on because that energy nasty. I don't want to deal with it. Gone somewhere. Okay. And then we have soulful synergy. Vulnerability weaves hearts in a dance of harmony, unity, and flow. So there's something about allowing yourself to be vulnerable when it comes to this situation, allowing yourself to show a part of you that you may not have shown people in the past. But here's the thing, I seen discernment somewhere here. Discern true intentions. Once you have discerned this person's true intentions, that they are actually here for you and not for a good time, okay, then that's when this vulnerability, you can open up the door and crack open your heart for this individual. Okay. And this is going to be something where harmony is going to flow. There's going to be unity, and you guys are going to be in a good synergy together. That's how it should be. But you have to spend time with learning a person first. And if that means that you have to take time to plan different outings and not call them dates, because maybe y'all are just trying to become friends. Maybe y'all are just being friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, let that happen and let that flow go. Okay? Let it go ahead and rush through you, because that's how it should be. Friendship and using your discernment during those friendships is important. This could be an actual friendship that we're talking about too. You could be finding new friends and needing to allow yourself to listen to their intention behind the words that they say. Pay attention to the things that they project onto you. Pay attention to what they talk about in their life. Be quiet. Be fucking quiet and see what the fuck happens. Let them talk. You ain't gotta always feel the silence. Let them feel the silence if they want to. Don't say nothing. Just let them talk. And then they're going to tell them themselves. Because when your life starts to pick up and certain things start happening for you, you're going to see how they project into your life what they think that you should be, what fears they face. Example, I had plans to go to Colorado for my cousin's wedding. And ultimately, I chose not to go. We won't discuss why here because that's not the place or time. But I was discussing this with someone, and the first thing that she said was, "Oh no!" So I told her that I wasn't going to the wedding. I was gonna go and do something. Just say forget it, because two people are getting, two people that I love are getting married and on the same day, and I can't be in two places at once. But I also took the time off, and I'm not even sure what I'm gonna do. And I was thinking about going to Chicago for the weekend to go to this concert thing. And so I'm talking to her about this, and she's like, "Well, there's so many things that you can do in Sheboygan." And it was like, no, there aren't, first of all. Uh, and why would you say that when I said that I wanted to do something to get out the house? I have been, no, right? So, and she's saying this because there are so many different things that has happened in her life that it kind of made her stuck here. There are so many different things that she has done that she hasn't been able to expand her life or see more things than the city that she's from, right? So 3939, um they can't see outside the boxes, and they haven't tried to climb. They haven't tried to see if there's anything else. They don't have curiosity. So you cannot listen to people that aren't the least bit curious about what life could be like for them. Okay. Or the least bit curious about where other, how other things could play out. Back to what we were talking about. Okay. Vulnerability weaves hearts in a dance of harmony, unity, and flow. Unity and flow. Ooh, we got two. And that's going to be the last ones from this deck. Bottom of the deck. Ooh, it looks like a tower moment, sis. Bruh. Okay. That says lightning strikes, dismantle outdated ways of being and to get a fresh start. Dismantle outdated ways of being to get a fresh start. Okay? So you're being asked to destroy it. Destroy whatever the fuck you believe about your love life, whatever you believe about romance, whatever you believe about whatever situation this is that you are connecting any of this to. Okay, it just comes up as love. It could be any aspect of your life, and that's just how I read because I like reading about love. I'm a Libra. Okay, anyway, um, dismantle it. Okay, so now we have consumed, exhaust doubt by having open communication. So that's another way to open up and be vulnerable with an individual is to open up communication. Allow yourself to stop doubting that there could be something beautiful that can come from this, and let yourself see where it goes. Um, Sit down and just have a conversation with an individual or with this individual. Okay, with these people, with the situation, with yourself. All right. Miss chances. Don't have regrets. Cherish your moments together. So this is somebody definitely being told to allow themselves to follow that path in this relationship or situation that they want to be in. You haven't missed your chances, but you need to allow yourself to open up communication. And a lot of the times we may see that there are things that we want, but we're not really sure. And honestly, if it doesn't last, it doesn't last. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You shouldn't blame yourself. You shouldn't be upset that these things are working out the way that you wanted it to. Um, because if a person was truly in alignment with you, they will continue to stay in alignment with you until they cannot go any further because they have their own journey to go down. 4400. They have their own journeys to go down. So you can't be upset that God has moved you and they didn't move with you. Okay? That's It's just something that you need to recognize in your journey in life, period. If you're growing out of a certain way of being in an individual that you are with, or an individual that you are with is not changing, that is not your fault. That's not your responsibility either. Your responsibility is to continue on your journey, because once this connection is done, then there's going to be another one that's going to be an elevation and an upgrade that's going to teach you more about yourself, more about love, and more about your journey on this planet, that will continue to help you strive and thrive in life. Okay? It's not, when you're dealing in the relationships, it's not always about the materialistic gains. It's not the materialistic show that people put on either. This is mostly, a relationship is supposed to teach you about yourself and about how you give to the world, and it's supposed to show you more. It's supposed to expand your outlook of things, right? You're not supposed to stay in one space, and it's supposed to help you develop a stronger love connection with yourself. Because most relationships, we fall in love with people, and then they illuminate things that we didn't see before and make us question ourselves. And going down that rabbit hole of questioning yourself and questioning your worth, because of some sort of karmic thing, it will help you see that you shouldn't be questioning your worth, first of all. And it'll also help you see what your worth actually is and how valuable you are in someone else's life. Okay. Should I pull something else? I heard no. All right. So you guys, I am happy that you guys were here with me today. I hope that you. Oh, not being like right now. I hope that you enjoyed your time here today. And if this resonates with you in any way, shape, or form, please leave a like. And if you are new here, please subscribe. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.